listen to QWERPline here on QWRP AM. QWERPline this week is brought to you by Finn Quinton Sinbin and Tin Fin Kitchen. Finn's cooking up the best tuna melts and salmon salad, straight out of the can. Served to you by the best, finely dressed, barely dressed waitstaff in Lesser Miami. Finn Quinton Sinbin and Tin Fin Kitchen. Good enough to start a religion.
God, this was good.
Good morning, Nsburg! Welcome to QWERPline. It's Big G Money here with A Train. How's it going, Alex?
Laminated and shellacked.
That's terrific to hear. Got a shiny crust forming on you then, I guess.
Yeah, it's real chewy as well.
Awesome. I hope that all of you out there are also having a chewy day in scenic Nsburg. What is that? Another of the slogans that proving the tourism department should not be using live-to-tape dictations.
I kind of liked it. It made everyone really on edge.
It sure did.
I mean, they're certainly memorable. We gotta give them that.
Yeah, most of the tourism slogans elicit an emotional response, but it's usually just disgust. That one, surprise, and then disgust.
I appreciate a little bit of panic.
Well, it's better than than the time they were publishing their tweets, or whatever they're called now.
I don't think we're allowed to say that on radio. Which must mean it's time for the news. That's right. Okay, sorry. They're holding a grand continuance down at the old Paschetti factory.
Oh, they're doing the one strand again?
I think so. They're having specials on rigatoni, tarantulatelle, and Alfredo with shoosh.
Say that again?
Shoosh.
Is that Italian or Italian?
Both.
I got served that once when I was on holiday, and I could have sworn the server was just like really tipsy, but if that's how it's pronounced. Shoosh.
Mm-hmm.
I love taking my nibblings down to the old Paschetti factory. They have an all-you-can-look-at kids menu.
The trouble is, whenever I eat there, I always ask for the spumante ice cream, and they think I misspoke. But I like to booze it up.
I know that, Michael. Yeah,
You have a spumante affogato? But with, like, liquor?
I've had many a lovely whiskey tastings in your closet. In further news, you can head on down to Nsburg Community Theater for the Barfo and Wheezy I've never been able to say this with a straight face. Head on down to Nsburg Community Theater for the Barfo and Wheezy Bad Vibes Comedy Hour. Described by critics as an hour of comedy guaranteed to make you suck air through your teeth.
I'm so excited they put my poll quote on the back of their pamphlets.
There's been such a vacuum since Gallagher passed.
There was a vacuum in my teeth after the show. I had to go to the dentist for
You didn't need suction that time.
Have either of you met Wheezy?
Not personally.
I thought I did once. Turns out it was just a man in an alley wanting my wallet.
Did you give them your wallet?
The whole thing. I keep 7 on my person as decoys.
7?
7 wallets.
I've been held up multiple times.
Gosh.
Next is 8.
You gotta stop walking home past the Girl Scouts meeting hall.
I like to court trouble. I live life on the edge.
Speaking of folks who live their life to extremes, it's time for the arts with Edith Slump. Hello, Edith.
Hi.
Hi, I shouldn't be drinking during this interview.
That's a
Hi.
bad idea.
Oh, I drink during lots of my interviews.
Which reminds me, I'll be right back.
What's happening in the arts?
Give
this
me a
week?
double sour!
In the arts this week, Edith?
Well, I had the fortune of going down to the Lesser Miami Gas Works to go see a brand new kinetic sculpture installation.
Oh.
It's experimental elemental sculpting. The guy by the name of Snertblatt Snigglesbutt.
Now,
I can't believe his parents named him that either. But good old Snertblatt was saying that we have a lot of sculpture that's made out of, wood elementals and stone elementals, but you really do not see a lot of people attempting to sculpt with fire.
yeah, that's what I thought.
And so what better place than the Lesser Miami Gas Works to really, light up what is our definition of modern art.
Better there than our gasworks, I suppose.
Yeah. They had the good fortune to say no thanks in the Raster Heights Gas Works, but that's okay. Lesser Miami, less picky, as their name implies.
Also, the town slogan.
I feel like after this performance, there's just going to be less Miami.
Well, funny.
The Lesser Miami town slogan, as the name implies.
Yeah.
No, less picky.
Oh.
Less picky, less Miami. Moon's over Miami. Anyhow, so I went down and had a nice talk with Snert, but unfortunately he's in the burn unit now and can't come on the show. However, I have to say that the flames reached 30, 40 centimeters high before they went completely out of control. And it was, it was terrifyingly beautiful in every sense of the word. Both words put together. Very accurate.
I mean, it's always good to see burner culture come home.
Well, that's lovely. Anything else in the news or in the arts this week, Edith?
No. That's the catchphrase.
Terrific.
Not that I'd prepared, but
That's okay. Speaking of continually unprepared, we go now to Richter Hammock Slam up in the QWRP Traffic Quopter. How's it going up there, Richter?
I'm feeling a little low, Graham, but quite frankly, we're still moving forward. Always moving forward.
Good. That's good. Right?
It is! If I stop moving forward, then we're going to get even lower.
I don't know how to fly a helicopter, but it sounds like he's doing something wrong.
Yeah, Richter, aren't helicopters particularly valuable for their maneuverability?
Yes! I do want to point out this isn't an emotional problem. I just happen to be flying a different vehicle today. I'm in an auto gyro.
Yeah.
Oh! Why?
Well, Joy just graduated from whatever school she was still taking, so I figured I'd send her down in the Quopter to an early spring break in Cabo.
Wait, that's our Quopter.
She took the station's Quopter to Cabo?
She did, but because she got through, I got my own little present, and I decided to order this auto gyro from some guy named Jodo in a country called Cagliostro.
I can't believe.
First of all, good job, Joy, flying a helicopter all the way to Cabo. That's very impressive.
I also trust her way more with this company's
Oh,
equipment.
that Quopter's coming back in one
yes.
piece, absolutely.
What's it coming back with? He said he got a present. Nobody would frisk a 12-year-old girl. What's Joy bringing back from Cabo, and can I have some too?
Lots and lots of civet coffee, hopefully.
I'm a little more worried. Well, worried, concerned, interested. I'm curious about Richter coming back in one piece. Richter, how? Tell me more about the operation of an autogyro.
Oh, it's quite simple, Graham. It's much like a helicopter, but instead of two rotors,
You have two rotors in different positions.
So it's like a helicopter, but worse.
Sir, I couldn't hear you, Alex, over the front rotor. That's the powered one.
Why are they not both powered?
That's the beauty of the auto gyro. You can save fuel.
It's the worst of a prop plane and a helicopter together. At
You
last.
move forward until you can get the wings spinning above you. Whoop. Just about lost it there. You get the top wing spinning, and that provides the lift. The thrust pulls you through the air from that front helicopter blade. Well, I'm not really sure of the terminology. I usually drive the quopter. This is new and interesting.
I'm glad you're having fun.
I didn't say that.
Did you buy this solely out of a budgetary concern?
Yes! After losing their monarch, the country of Cagliostro is deeply in need of funds. And I thought, what better way than to purchase some of their military surplus?
Yeah, I understand they had a devastating fire recently.
They have discovered some new treasure, but I'm afraid it's been reflooded. For preservation, you see.
I see from Joan's red light she's also having some budgetary concerns right about now.
Yeah.
So she should. The fuel use in this thing is astonishing.
Richter, apart from dangerously low, where are you right now?
Oh, right, traffic.
Yeah.
Right down in the chums. I'm trying to pick up speed so that I can get up over the buildings before I reach downtown.
How's the weather or the traffic in the chums?
No, you might be onto something. If we got him to do weather and whoever our weather, I don't know.
Sadie
Yeah, we
Casperson?
get Sadie to do the traffic.
No, she and Lenny have taken the RV to Liberia, I think.
Can you actually put the weather on next? I really need to know whether or not I can land this thing safely.
Sure. Why not? We'll just let the weather, whatever.
Sure, why not?
I don't care.
Okay, should we check in with... Oh, there's the phone, all right. Hi, QWRP, you're on the air.
Oh, hi, Graham. Hi, Alex.
What the hell?
Oh, it's me, Sadie Casperson, calling in from an RV. And you're right, we're in Liberia. What a beautiful country. So many roads that Lenny is nervous to drive on. He's never been here before. The GPS isn't working, but you know what? It's a beautiful place. I think I'm going to extend the trip because, we haven't been on a vacation since last Tuesday, and, I was getting that RVer's itch.
I mean, to be fair, Lenny is kind of terrified pulling out of his front driveway, but go off.
Well, unfortunately, due to the humidity here, Lenny's also getting what we're calling the RVer's itch, but that's more like, locally concentrated around the armpits and the groin area.
That's awesome. I didn't realize we had a medical segment on this show.
Oh, we've had many, many doctors look at him, and they're as stumped as we are.
Do you have, from your vantage point, do you have any insight on local weather?
Sure, let's get the weather in Liberia, Grant.
Oh, it's gorgeous here. It's hot, it's sunny, it's pretty humid, and so we're having a localized wet area right here in the RV. And the rest of Liberia, well, I don't think it's all that relevant to you, Nsburg, so I'll just talk more about what's going on with Lenny.
This is so useful. So anybody who can pick up our short-range signal on the other continent...
Which apparently Sandra can.
Oh, no, they have much better things to listen to in
Sadie.
Liberia. They're not listening to this show, are you kidding me? It's not relevant to their interest whatsoever. We're talking about weather just in an RV. You've got Edith talking in with whatever experimental nonsense you've got in. Praise be to Jesus Louisus.
Oh, that's a new one.
I'm trying to keep it safe for bus here, even though we're in an RV.
Great. Sure. So when can we expect you back for Nsburg weather?
Oh, well, after we wrap up in Liberia, we're going to come back to Nsburg, straight through on our way to Julesburg.
Oh!
Across the Atlantic.
Why Julesburg?
Oh, we're gonna go visit Lenny's other doctor, the one that looks at the really weird rashes.
Good.
And then after we've gotten a second opinion on that, we're dipping off for a little dip down to, we're thinking about refurnishing our bathroom. So we want to go to Bed Bath & Beyond. So we're heading to the Maldives because I think they got lots of shops there.
Now, is that for your home bathroom or for your RV bathroom?
Oh, why not both, Alex?
Okay.
You know what? We need a big thing of poopery in both. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, thanks.
Well, Lenny does.
Yeah. Well, thanks for checking in, Sandra. That's
Sadie.
Sadie. Sorry.
Oh,
Thanks. Thanks.
Jesus be with you. You'll remember my name.
Yep.
Lenny, knock off the horn already.
Say.
I already know you're itchy. I'm working. I'll get you powders in a minute. Jesus Louises.
We'll see if we can get we could see if we get you a care package from Ball Hinckley's Raymond's Talc Barn.
Oh, he'll love feeling dry for a minute, I'll tell you what.
Great.
And smelling like Ray Romano.
Well, goodbye to you and Lenny's pits and groin. Thanks for checking in.
Bye-bye.
Oh boy! All right. Good. Right. Yes. Now, things we actually had on our plan for the show today.
So we had a plan.
Well, you know, as much as ever. It's we have an interview with summer intern Derek, who's talking to Happy Gunderson.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Hello, Derek.
Hi, Graham. Hi, Alex.
Hi. Pleasure to hear from you. Kinda.
Vaguely.
I'm obliged to say because it's radio.
That's a rare sentiment, Graham.
I'm just feeling punchy today.
I'm sorry to hear that. Did you not have your morning coffee?
Yeah. No.
You
Yeah.
had my morning coffee.
I've had a lot of morning coffee. I'm morning something. Anyway, you know what? Take it away. You have an interview, right?
I do have an interview. I'm here with Happy Gunderson today, and if you are the kind of person who gets hungry or thirsty at relative times of the day, then you want to hear all about the things I'm going to ask Happy Gunderson about. Hi, Happy.
Cheesed off to be here, kid.
It's good to see that you're the same kind of cantankerous person as always.
Life goes on and some of us change, but hell if I will.
So, I've been sent here today because it was rumored that you were starting a new business proposition for the city of Nsburg.
That's right, I've got a restaurant idea I wanted to get out to all y'all.
That's fantastic. We don't have enough restaurants in Nsburg these days. They always seem to open and then mysteriously close.
And never reopen, which is the real problem for me here.
And people always leave their calling cards behind, the person who like mysteriously shuts them down, and they always have like a letter of the alphabet on them.
Yeah, I never learned that.
No, they...
Never helped me.
So, if you have a restaurant, that must mean you feature some kind of cuisine.
Well, that's right. I've been wanting to bring the flavor of Swiss fondue to Nsburg.
That's fantastic. I've never had a fondue before. If I wanted to eat a fondue, then where would I go do it?
Well, you'd have to go home.
What?
But I don't know how to have a fondue at my own house, Happy. That's why I would come to your restaurant.
Well, you can't have it at my house, and you can't have it at my restaurant because my house can't be a restaurant. That's what the city said. So what I've had to do is put together a ghost kitchen.
Oh, no.
You see,
Not
the Spite House, being in the middle of the road, cannot be zoned as a restaurant. Barely can be zoned as residential dwelling. So I can't even set up, say, a drive-through on the side, let alone a parking lot where people can actually come inside and enjoy a nice creamy fondue.
I am very familiar with the zoning laws of the city of Nsburg and its surrounding counties.
So what I've done is I've set up what they call a ghost kitchen. I call up various restaurants around town and I have them provide me with the service of creating a fondue with whatever cheeses they have left over after their day's work. And then they deliver those cheese fondue pots to the customers as hot and quickly as possible.
So you are cooking with the ghosts of cheese?
I'm cooking with I'm cooking with gas, my friend. I'm making hand over fist in money.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. It's important that everyone have a successful way of making money. But Happy, I'm very concerned about this ghost situation. I have a lot of experience with ghosts, and I have to tell you that you don't want to mess around with any ghosts. So if you're not making ghost cheese, are you making cheese for other ghosts?
Oh, it's a ghost kitchen, you see. It's multiple people there.
You're employing ghosts. Are ghosts making the fondue?
It's more of a contracting situation than an outright employee. I don't have the...
Derek. Fondue is Swiss. You ever wonder what the holes have in them?
Oh no.
Yep.
Oh, but I like Swiss cheese.
And then Swiss cheese likes you.
I've been eating nothing but pieces of ghost.
Yeah.
Tiny slices of ghost going into my tiny tummy.
Alex, you know he's believing everything you're saying.
I'm doing it for that exact reason.
All right.
I can't believe he said he had a tiny tummy.
It's not that large, but man, is it hard.
Well, that's the problem, you see. They aren't getting these cheeses out fast enough. So by the time we take the cheese, we remove the holes by melting it down. That's when you're supposed to put the bread in. That's when it's best.
So you boil out all the ghosts. That's what makes you a ghost kitchen. You cook and remove all the ghosts. It's like Breaking Bad, but you're breaking boobs.
I suppose you could say that we are providing two services now to the people of Nsburg. I didn't know. Do I look like a Dan Aykroyd to you, or more of one of them Winston Zedmores?
You seem a lot more like a Peter Venkman to me.
Oh, good. He had a career afterwards.
Absolutely. So what I'm curious about then is if you're removing all the ghosts, and would I just order the cheese to come to my house from your house?
Well, that's right. You can do that from your computer. You can do that from your phone. Don't call me. You got to use one of them apps.
Okay, I can use an app. That's an easy enough thing to do. I have a phone, and I can use an app, and I can get ghost-free cheese from you because I know that now I can't trust the supermarkets of Nsburg to not serve me cheese with tiny pieces of ghost in it.
Wait, hold on a second here. It's just Swiss fondue. We got ourselves a wee bit of the white wine in there. You over 21?
I'm 19.
Get out of my kitchen.
Well, Graham and Alex, you've heard it here first. If you want to get drunk on ghost cheese, talk to Happy Gunderson. He'll hook you up with all the spirits.
Thank you, Derek. Much appreciated for that coverage of the local Nsburg ghost kitchen. Hang on.
Are you also becoming a ghost?
No, I think my coffee's getting to him.
No, we're fine. Maybe a little bit of, maybe a soupçon of ghost in the throat after lunch. Who knows? Great. Now we have another in-studio appearance from local. It's Sandra Brentmore from the Nsburg Rum Tunnels and Gift Shop and Car Wash and Historical Society, I think.
Correct.
Great.
Whoa. Sorry,
Sandra.
what?
Sorry. Have we actually met in person before or only spoken over the phone?
We've only spoken over the phone.
You sound different over the phone than you do in person.
Yes, because I've been visiting my sister in Tucson for the last month.
Oh. So what does that mean?
Oh, the dank.
Yeah. Did you know that Arizona is the driest state in the contiguous Americas?
I didn't, but I've learned that now.
Did you know
It sounds true to me.
that Lisa, in anticipation, that's my sister, of my visit, had her entire house sprayed in hydrogen peroxide to kill any mold spore and her cat?
God! Did she spray her cat? Or did you mean the other thing? Never mind. The
Cat got left in. Never mind. We'll cut that.
God! That's okay. We'll edit this live show in post.
That's okay. Anyhow, no, it's so moist there. It's great. And so while I was away for a month, getting away from all the mold and the spores and the dank and all the hallucinogenic mushrooms that grow out of the rum. By the way, you should not drink the rum. And we're running a spring special. Admission to the rum tunnels is only $8.95, but it is $11.95 if you want some rum. So anyhow, while we were away, we had an intern there, and I just wanted to talk that now I'm back. We're going to be resuming our regular programming in the one second. In the rum tunnels, and so we're gonna excuse me.
I appreciate you coming straight from the airport.
Yeah, it's I'm really pleased to talk about the oh no.
Oh dear.
What a tragic occurrence. Your healed voice was so mellifluous.
Don't rub it in.
Old Corporal Hungry Whisker. Oh God.
The station will send an edible arrangement.
Oh, fine.
Are those legal in our
Hey, why is that red light flashing?
It's fine.
But yeah, anyhow, we've got some new programs down, but I have to say, the person we left in charge of the rum tunnels was real funny. I've never seen such a cryptid vibe going on.
Cryptid vibe.
Yeah, there was like lots of like weird stuff left around. There was like like weird hair, and not the normal kind of weird hair that grows off the rum, but like other hair.
The rum that you should not drink.
ordinary
but can.
rum hair?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not here to tell you what to do with your life. I'm just here to take your money. And to hand you pamphlets about the great historical significance of the rum tunnels. Anyhow, yeah. So it's a kind of a strange occurrence, but I'm sure now that we've got the whatever his name was, Doge Minson, I think was the intern's name. Now that we've fired him, it's going to be back to business as usual. But I just wanted to let all your wonderful QWRP listeners know that the rum tunnels is back open for business, and probably no more people are going to be disappearing in them. With strange calling cards left behind on what remained of their clothes and personal effects.
Great.
Yeah, absolutely.
That had proved to be a problem.
Yeah, well, I mean, now that the insurance is all settled up, but I do have to be getting back pretty quick here. So I just wanted to let people know.
Take care.
We've got, That was my signal. Oh, hey.
Here, get on camera.
Oh, I've got a card here from, oh no. Acting Doge Minson.
Oh no.
He's franchised.
Oh no. Tell my sister to spray her house again. I'll be back next summer.
Does she have a second cat?
Snowball too.
Well, that, thank you, Sandra.
Did she died?
I hope not. But that, neatly takes us up to the break. When we come back, next week in Nsburg is Boondoggle Days, celebrating all of Nsburg's most famous civic failures. Ride the spinning pork barrels, or the East Sump Acres Culvert Grid log flume, commemorating all those who lost their lives in the Great Backwash of '73.
Rest in pieces.
We'll be sending Derek to review. And out at Bumper Crop Farms, Grant and Bumper has made a giant corn woman. When asked if this was a Wicker Man scenario and when they were planning to ignite the bonfire, Father Bumper responded, "Nobody was supposed to find out about this." Stick around, folks. More QWERPline after this. I don't know. Let's go for it.
You're listening to QWERPline here on QWRP AM. QWERPline this week was brought to you by Finn Quinton Quentin Sinbin and Tin Fin Kitchen. Finn's cooking up his best tuna melts and salmon salad straight out of the can. Served to you by the finest, barely dressed waitstaff in Lesser Miami. Finn Quentin Sinbin and Tin Fin Kitchen. Because hitting 10 million is bitchin'!
Oh my goodness me. That was great.
God, it feels good to hear QWERPline.
Oh man.
So if you wow, it's like 541,000.
Yeah.
If you like that, throw in $10.81 for.
And you can win a little QWRP station yourself.
Yeah.
That's not even little.
Yeah.
It's large. It's like
It's
20
big.
inches tall.
So I was going to make a joke earlier about how we should take advantage of the show not being canon to kill some characters.
Yo, you went hard.
Yeah, well, I said I had to do the Sandra Brentmore voice at the end.
You want a couch spot here, Beach, or you good?
I'm going to visit the
Little co-host.
little co-host room in a moment, but first I do want to just say, for those who are fans of the series of QWERPline and may not be aware, because I assume that there's a density of you at the moment, that we've recorded the third season some time ago. It is under production. It will be wending itself towards you as soon as we're able, and trust me,
Soon, trademark.
we are looking forward to you enjoying it as much as you are. So.
It's so good.
Yeah. It's it's real funny.
Real good.
It's gonna be good.
It's spicy.
Could you I am so impressed with your spirits line. That was so good.
It was
Did
so
you have that
good.
ahead of time?
I'm glad I wrote that before we even started the show.
Oh.
No, I didn't. that was at that moment. I was like, oh wait, he put white wine in it.
Yeah.
Oh, I know where this goes.
The only, if you're curious, the only things, so like, generally, for one of these, it's different when we're recording it now because we have to make sure that our continuity is accurate.
Right.
We've really backed ourselves into a corner there. But for these, basically, you had an idea of what it was going to be Richter in it. Was an autogyro?
I had the word autogyro. That
Yeah.
was it.
I had the news bits and the town slogan, and Alex
I
has
have a response.
his response to "How's it going, Alex?"
Yeah, I'm naked.
And
I
like we knew that like we knew it was like we're gonna throw to Edith, and you had a seed for what you were gonna
I
talk
had
about.
one prompt. I had I got a prompt from a friend, and I said, "Can I have a prompt for an arts reporter bit?"
Yeah.
And she availed me of that. And I didn't actually know Sadie would be calling in until you mentioned her several times, and I went, "Well, I can do the voice."
Yeah. And then we had. I was like, Derek, can interview Happy Gunderson about a ghost kitchen. That was it.
Yeah.
They just did that.
yeah
It's like they know how to improv.
yeah.
By the way, he stepped away. I wanted to give shout outs to Ben for the after the surprise call in putting the RV honking.
That was amazing.
Not just that, but the other honking. There was
Yeah.
like just through that whole bit as soon as we were hearing Lenny in the background. It was
Did
great.
anyone else on Night Watch have an involuntary shudder when the dump truck horn played?
Yep.
Anyone else have just a Pavlovian response of fear?
I was
Yep.
this close to grabbing the toilet paper behind me and just tossing it at Graham's head.
Hey,